Hi friend, today we are going to be painting this Moody spring landscape. I hope you guys enjoy. We are going to be using our acrylic gouache in our Etch Your Everyday sketchbook for a change and for some practice and just overall some sketchbook play. So grab your favorite cup and enjoy. Okay, we're going to get right to it because I do not have a lot of memory on my phone. I'm going to give this a go. As you guys know, I'm having memory issues, and I am going to use some acrylic gouache today between Home Buying and Turner. And I am going to start out with using some of this blue slate. I think it is a really lovely color. And I have not used my acrylic gouache for a minute, so I thought it will be a nice way to end this sketchbook. And I am using, once again, my Etch Your Everyday sketchbook, hot press. And I really like it. I don't so much like it for the watercolor mediums that are really like honey base and really flowy. But outside of that, but that's my personal preference. But outside of that, I love this color. I got a couple new acrylic gouache. I broke my no-buy, but that's okay. I just was telling myself it was for work, and we'll see if I can do this and not have it streaky, because like I said, I have not used it for a minute. So but I thought it was time we had some play in our sketchbooks. And I think I am going to be doing, for the next few videos are going to be just basically a sketchbook play between the folk art and painting outside for plein air. I figured that would be a lot of fun. And working in our sketchbooks is just such low pressure. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of this horizon blue mixed with this slate, and it's just going to be just a little bit lighter, and I want to do it a little lighter in the closer to the horizon line. And then we're going to end up putting some stars in a moon, because I want this to be more of a night scene. Okay, and I don't think that's going to look too streaky. So moving on. Now for the mountain, we're going to make the mountain really light. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and do our foreground. Okay. So I'm going to start out with some of this yellow ochre, and I am just going to kind of randomly put it into some spots. And I am just using my flat brush for now. Okay, I know it looks like slop, but it'll make sense in a minute. I'm going to take now some sap green. And we're just going to blend the two in. So even though it's looking like crap for a minute, the whole idea is to try to get the blend between these two colors. Taking some water. Taking some more of that yellow ochre. Because the key is trying to get a blend between the two. And with this being acrylic gouache, it dries so quick. Okay, we're getting there. Now taking some more of that sap green color. And I'm mixing it with that yellow sienna, or raw sienna, sorry guys. And I like how that looks. So for up here, I'm going to take a little bit more of, actually I'm going to take a little bit of that blue and green, taking some of that blue slate and some of that green, and kind of making a little darker color. We're going to go ahead and do that right here. Okay, and I wanted that to be just a little bit darker to kind of push it back. Okay, and I love how that looks. Okay, I made like a little buff color between taking some raw sienna, a little lemon yellow, and a lot of white. A lot of white. And I am going to go ahead and very carefully put in our little path. And if you mess up, it is gouache and we're just working in our sketchbooks. So, and I am using a small Phillips, but you can use whatever brush you feel the most comfortable with. Okay, so we got our little walking path in, and then now I want to take and make a bit of an orange, so I'm going to take some of this permanent red, and it don't take very much. And now I'm using some of my Turner acrylic gouache and taking some of this yellow and a little bit burnt sienna, and we're just kind of making like a peachy orange type color. For our trees. And I am using my Phillips brush because to me I think it'll be easier, but you can use a round brush if that's what you have. Taking some more of that color. And then the last. hopefully we have enough. And that's another thing, you always kind of want to make sure you make enough of your color if you're custom mixing it. Now we're just working in our sketchbook, but if this was an actual painting, you definitely would want to make sure you have enough mix, especially when if you're having to do a certain color and say that color is not so easy. Yeah. Okay, now I made a Moody. I took some violet for this Moody purple. I mixed it with some black, and that's how I got my color. And then, of course, mixing it with some water so it can spread pretty easy. And once again, I'm taking my Phillips brush, and I'm gonna try to be mindful as much as I can around my trees. I'm really loving how this landscape is looking. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead, and we'll come back when the mountain's filled in. Okay, so now we're going to do our house color, and I made like a yellow, just a touch darker than our path, but I wanted a yellow house. So we're just going to go ahead and put that in. And then I'm taking and making it just a little bit lighter on the side of the door to like a cream. Taking it down. Okay. Trying to keep my one hand of the picture, you guys. So if you see a band-aid, I was getting a frame ready for my art show that I'm in. And unfortunately, I sliced my hand. So yeah, it was no good. So I'm going to take a little bit of black because now we're going to do our roof. And I want a black roof. And I'm just going to take and add a little bit of the white. And we're going to go ahead and put in our roof. Trying to be careful. Got a little carried away there. And just kind of going down. And then I want on this side it needs to like hang over a little. And working with these acrylic gouache has been a learning curve. I really forget I haven't used them in so long, guys, to be honest, that it was a little bit challenging today. But it's good to challenge ourselves. And then I'm just going to put little line there for the windows. Okay. So we got that. Now I want to add the moon. Hopefully not trying to put my hand into nothing. Okay, we got our moon. So one method for stars that I like to do, we'll have to wipe that, is this. But you're definitely going to want to... Okay. And the last thing we're probably going to do is I'm going to put in little flowers because, as you know, when I splattered, it went everywhere. So a quick fix was just adding some pretty flowers. And I'm just using a very small, I think it's a size 1 brush. And it don't have to be perfect, just small, minute little flowers, a little abstract. And it will add a little bit more interest anyway. To the foreground. And then back here, because it's just really small, we're just going to use little dots just to show a little perspective that there's just a little hint of something back there. Okay. So I really like how it looks. I don't think we're going to do too much more. So now we're just going to do the big reveal. But you guys, when you splatter, just make sure you cover up the rest of your stuff. So let's go ahead and do it. That's a little thick there, but that's okay, guys. That's why we do it in our sketchbook. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, so YouTube knows that I'm doing a good job. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Hi friend. Today we are going to be painting this Moody spring landscape. I hope you guys enjoy. We are going to be using our acrylic gouache in our Etch Your Everyday sketchbook for a change and for some practice and just overall some sketchbook play. So grab your favorite cup and enjoy.